You're watching Mid-American Conference Volleyball on ESPN. It's Thursday night, and it's the first of two this week between the Ball State Cardinals and the Kent State Golden Flashes as both teams look to jump back into the winning column. What's up, everybody? Welcome high atop Worthen Arena. She's the former MAC Setter of the Year, Amber Seaman, Peyton Monnell on hand. Amber, it's been a rocky couple of weeks for both of these squads. Kent State has dropped 3 of their last 4. Ball State has dropped 6 of their last 7. They were once one of the hottest teams in the Mid-American Conference. How do they get back into the winning track tonight?
Yeah, as we know, this is an extremely long season. There's 22 matches being played in 10 weeks. It's a marathon. You're running it at a sprint pace. It's easy to get caught up in. We're a little over the midway point of this season. It's easy to get caught up in the lagging, not just being able to click as you once were. Other teams are being able to scout you now more. They have more film to watch on you. So both teams just need to grit it out, ride their momentum, and take it to the end of the season.
Now, Kent State was extremely hot at the beginning of the season. 8-1 in their first 9 matches. They only dropped 3 sets. They sit 3rd in the East right now. Of course, Bowling Green is undefeated, absolutely running through the Mid-American Conference. And then on the other side, 3rd in the West for Ball State. This is a must-win match for the Cardinals.
Absolutely. As we know, only the top 4 teams in the Mid-American Conference can make it into the tournament. So Ball State has to fight tooth and nail for the rest of the season in order to make it one of those 4 spots.
And if Kent State wants to make some noise tonight in Muncie, they'll need one of the hottest arms on the team right now out of the junior, Melissa Cullabusha.
Melissa Cullabusha is an amazing hitter for Kent State. She has a fast arm. She's not able to only pound the line. She can hit cross, she can tip, she can roll, she can block, she can do it all. And like you said, for Kent State to be able to keep themselves in this good spot that they're in, they need to keep riding her in her performance.
And across the net for Ball State, the sophomore Marie Plitt is hitting nearly 500 in the last 3 matches.
And that's pretty unheard of for a middle. Marie Plitt's coming off a great weekend. She had a career-high 15 kills against Ohio, and against Western Michigan, she had 12 kills. I want to see Ball State ride her momentum, feed her early and often, but like I said, Marie can do it all. She can hit, she can block, she can serve, she can defend. Like I said, I just want to see Ball State keeping riding her momentum and find her as much as they can.
Volleyball is back, and it's the start of a new series as the Ball State Cardinals welcome in the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters for the first time in program history. Hello, everybody. Welcome inside Worthen Arena. Glad to have you along with us. Alongside Balin Height, I'm Peyton Monnell. Now, we're in for a good one tonight. It's the first match of a 2-match series, and Ball State has not played at home in 326 days. Meanwhile, the Rail Splitters come to town on a 3-match losing streak.
Well, it's been a while since the Cardinals have been back here in the nest, and you mentioned the 3-match losing streak for Lincoln Memorial. A lot of high-quality opponents all on the road. That's tough for anybody.
High-quality opponents, high-quality players. Lincoln Memorial lost one of its best attackers to ever come through the program out of All-American Evan Corey. Pedro Carvalho, though, fills that void very well.
Well, it's not about filling Evan Corey's void. It's about creating your own, and that's exactly what Pedro Carvalho has a chance to do this season. He's very effective over the middle, and the numbers speak for themselves.
His counterpart, Blake Reardon, has started off right where he left off last season as a top-tier scorer for Ball State.
Blake Reardon had a great 2 matches at George Mason for Ball State. He's effective from the left and right side, as he was all season last year, one of the most versatile players on the floor.
Now, 2 players who are using that extra year of eligibility due to COVID canceling that season last year, they are very similar when it comes to numbers.
Well, that's big for both coaches to be able to slot these 2 guys into that role and have them for next year. The numbers not quite there for Carvalho like they are for Reardon. He was kind of keyed in on the 3 Division I opponents over the last week on that road trip for Lincoln Memorial.
Now, 2 very good players who are coached extremely well. 4th season for head coach John Cash at Lincoln Memorial, has almost built that program from the very beginning. And on the other side, his counterpart, once again, Joel Walton, his 23rd season at Ball State. These 2 have met each other before, and it's not the first time today. Their daughters were on the same exact roster back in 2013 at Lincoln Memorial. These coaches have each other on the radar.
They absolutely do. They've definitely been in the gym watching their daughters play. A lot of back and forth between these 2 and a lot of advice along the way. John Cash mentioned to us when he kind of started to put some feelers out there for the head coaching job, Joel Walton said, go for it and good luck.
Looking at these numbers of these coaches, John Cash 47-24 in his first 4 seasons. Lincoln Memorial is trending in the right direction.
Well, you look at the schedule for Lincoln Memorial over the last couple of seasons, and that record really jumps out to you. A Division II school playing a lot of Division I quality opponents. Even Hawaii came and made the trip to Tennessee to take on the Rail Splitters, and John Cash has a great opportunity to get into those 100 wins, even 300 wins, and maybe 400 like Coach Joel Walton.
Ball State, Kaya Holder, of course, 17 kills on 55 swings. Ball State hit negative 0-9 in that fourth set.
Yeah, this was a different Ball State team that we had seen in the previous 3 sets, hitting negative when they were the ones controlling the hitting percentage in the first 3 sets. So hopefully for Ball State, they're kind of able to bounce back from that and not hit negative this set.
Kent State has had an ace in every set, 3 in set number 2. That last set was Ball State's only time not registering multiple blocks this match. That one hits the pin. Kent State will surrender the point.
And you could see that Kent State on that play went back to their mainstay, their go-to, Savannah Matthews. She tooled the block on that one, and I think that kind of shows that she's willing to do whatever it takes, not just hitting her heavy cross-court shot, not just rolling, but able to tool the block as well.
The block standing strong for Kent State. Kaya Holder. Matthews off speed again, works again.
She probably should just do that for the rest of the match. I mean, it's worked every time. As you can see, solid double block. Kaya Holder's not quite ready to kind of pick up that roll.
Hafner sends it into the net, but back to Savannah Matthews. There has to be a compilation on just those off-speed shots.
Right. That could be her highlight reel for this match.
That's going to be the #1 thing moving forward when you're looking at film for other teams.
Right. Stop that roll from Matthews.
Matthews again finds the court.
She didn't have to roll that one. She hit that one with authority. She knew that that ball was going straight down to the floor.
Savannah Matthews, just a sophomore. 2 more years, she'll wear the Golden Flashes uniform. And a broadcaster's jinx, that one sends in on top of the tape.
And I think that lets Ball State kind of breathe a sigh of relief right there. I mean, they don't want to let Kent State get too far ahead in this 5th set. Typically when you play a 5th set, you kind of play mini games to 5. The first to 5 points, and then after that, the first to 10 points. Obviously, you want to be the first to 15 points to win the set.
Like you said, this set is to 15 points. That one goes on Kent State. Too close to the net.
And that's tough. When your setter's back row, they can't jump up and send the ball over. That time, Hafner couldn't get a good hand on it, even though she was jumping and sent that ball over.
Every point matters in the 5th set. Natalie Reese serving. Back set, Morgan Copley. The quiet force we've talked about all night registers her 9th kill.
And that's tough because when you also have Danny Tyson in the front row, you could see Lauren Gilliland in this replay went with Danny Tyson. Morgan Copley was left one-on-one versus Kate Snyder and was able to pull it on the inside of her block.
Overpass, Lauren Gilliland puts it down for Ball State.
That could have gone either way. Straycheck was right there ready to block, but Lauren Gillen was able to push through that block. I mean, as you can see right there, ooh, if she had just pressed her hands over, that would have been a stuff.
Ball State notches things up again. Good serve from Huber. Kent State couldn't get the free ball to go. That's a service ace for Maggie Huber, the sophomore.
And Ball State's the first to 5. This is a huge momentum shift for the Cardinals. As you can see, Maggie Huber with this left-handed serve, that ball just drops right in front of Roberts. Kent State couldn't return it.
Huber 5th in the MAC in digs per set. Copley again goes off the fingertips of Natalie Reese. She's in double-figure kills. That's 4 different players for Kent State in double-figure kills tonight.
And Copley just checks out, so this will be interesting to see how this plays out for Kent State. She's been pretty solid the last set and a half, so with her being out of the rotation, Ball State can hopefully for them take advantage of her being out of the court.
Kate Snyder attaches a cannon to her arm.
She really wanted that one. That's the first full swing that I've seen from Kate Snyder. Her kills so far I feel like have been shots. She saw that huge seam in the block and she took advantage of it, as she should.
Back in 4th we go. Free ball coming from Kent State. Kate Snyder again. That one goes long. Snyder was looking for a touch.
Yeah, they were looking for it, but She just gotten a little bit under it, sailed a little high out of bounds.
Less than 10 points away from match point. Maluia Ma'a. Back set, Marie Plitt to the back row. Big time kill from Marie Plitt. Ball State pulls ahead by 1.
That's a great pass from Kat Stark. Esther reverses the flow, gets it to Marie Plitt. You want to find Marie Plitt at all times if you're Ball State.
Nine kills for Marie Plitt. Hafner to straight check. That one goes wide. Ball State with the largest lead in the 4th set. And that'll take us to the break. Ball State has the lead by 2 in set number 5. We're going to 15. Ball State has the lead. The Akron Zips clicking on all cylinders in that 3rd quarter. Talk about stuffing the stat sheet. 21 points in the 3rd quarter. And a big thanks to almost every single player on the squad.
Everyone contributing that quarter. You see they forced 5 Ball State turnovers, and they were able to capitalize off of nearly all of those. There's the Lanesia Bluer shot to take the lead. Akron with a really good 3rd quarter.
4 steals for Akron, 2 for Ball State. It seemed like almost every couple of minutes we were just seeing back and forth action of scoring. Well, Akron completely turned things around from that first half. What do you think Melissa Jackson's message was going into the halftime?
I think a big part of it was rebound, continue to push Ashlyn Brown around, and she just seemed to give them a lot of energy coming out of halftime, because those first couple minutes of the 3rd quarter were really big, and they cut the lead to 4, cut it to 1, and they just kept chipping away at it.
And Sydney, we talked about this, that it doesn't matter where you're at in the standings in the Mid-American Conference. Whoever you play that day could come out with a victory.
It's true. It's such a tough league, and these teams know each other so well, and they scout really well. And again, a lot of it's about matchups too. And when you have a player like Brewer who can match Brown point for point, it's going to be a good game.
Akron lost 7 games by 5 points or less last year. Annie Roush can't get it to fall, but tied up underneath the bucket. And Colleen Neitzel ends up with it. Akron will take the basketball.
Really like this fight from Colleen Neitzel on the weak side. 2 Ball State girls around her, and she just forces the tie up.
Rebound number 7 for Colleen Neitzel. Akron wanting to go to Rachel Martindale again. And a rebound for Sydney Freeman. Ball State 4 on 3. Just too strong for Ashlyn Brown. Martindale ends up with a rebound and a switch of possessions. Wide open under the bucket. Beautiful find from Jordan Dawson.
Beautiful find from Dawson. Ball State a little confusion there on the defensive end, not quite sure what defense they were in, and Brewer was able to find the open spot, and Dawson got her the ball.
Akron with their biggest lead of the night. Brown under the bucket again and fouled. 2 more free throws coming. Sally didn't like that one.
Yeah, he's a little disappointed there on the defensive end. Telling his girls to match up because no one found Brewer right under the basket for an easy layup.
Brewer 6 points, but the damage has been done from Jordan Dawson. 24 points, 4 steals, a couple of assists, just stuffing the stat sheet. And you talk about it all in a well-rounded player. Jordan Dawson is just exceptional. Ashlyn Brown, though, too strong.
Getting it done for Ball State. 3 girls around her, but just goes straight up through the contact. Almost got the finish, but got to the free throw line.
Ball State, 1 of their last 7. Brown gets that one to fall, pulls Ball State in within 1. 9 for 13 from the free throw line tonight. Dawson, the driving kick, Kendall Miller. That would have been a game changer for Akron. Ball State has the ball. Two bigs down low for Ball State, but turnover after turnover, and Akron clicking on all cylinders.
Pretty good defense from Brewer down there in the paint on Brown. She pushed her off the block here on the left side and then was able to poke the ball out.
11 turnovers for Ball State, 8 in the second half. Shot rolls in and out. Brown will grab the rebound. Freeman, the pick and roll, and tied up under the rim, Kendall Miller sneaks her hand within Annie Roush.
Officials here talking about whether it was, I think one called a jump ball and one called a foul, so we'll see what they come up with. But Sid Freeman, nice little pocket pass to Roush down on the block.
How about those hands from Kendall Miller? Just finding a way to get them in. Akron's bench is livid. I'll call it a foul.
Yeah, that's a really tough call. I could see it going both ways. Looked like Miller got her hands on the ball there, but maybe a little bit of contact.
Annie Roush will shoot 2 from the line.
Now it's getting a little loud in here. Akron bench did not like that call. Ball State did.
And with limited fans in attendance, it's still rocking in Worthen Arena. Ball State takes the lead again. The press coming from both sides. Martindale wide open from 3. Dawson with the rebound, swatted from Annie Roush.
Big time swat from Roush right there.
Both sides working off each other's momentum.
It's a battle right now in this fourth quarter, really close game.
10 on the shot clock, stolen away from Brewer and stolen away from Sydney Freeman. The floater on the MAC logo gets it to go.
It's a really tough finish from Freeman. Once again, Akron, they seem to get a turnover, but then they just give it right back.
Martindale wants another try. Money. Big time 3 from Rachel Martindale. Ties things up at 63. That'll send us into another break. Rachel Martindale with the clutch 3 for Akron ties things back up again. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Don't go anywhere.